You are a powerful deity, and as a shepherd of this world, you have chosen a group of survivors to be your flock. Help them stay safe and thrive in this world, using your magical powers and your general knowledge to tell them what to do, and watch them die because of your incompetence in a world that is developer confirmed to be flat. Hello everybody, I am Archivan, and this is Rise to Ruins. This game has been in development since, I believe, 2014, and is still being updated consistently to this day. It has come very far, and it is honestly a ton of addicting fun. So we are going to get started in this game. You can see there's even a map editor. So we're going to get started in this game and see how long I can keep a group of people alive. So I'm going to click play and go to the world map, which the world map is, hold on a second, this right here. Here you can choose, however, we're going to change. Oh, no, we're not doing that. I like playing on survival the way it's meant to be played. We're going to doom this world, which pretty much means we're deleting the save file and start a brand new one for this playthrough. Now, as you can see here, there's the edge of the world. It's very soothing, isn't it? The sun still revolves and there's a day-night cycle because shut up. Anyway, you can see here in Limbo, which is non-existent right now. It's our realm. We have this small group of people that we are nurturing, and we are going to repopulate this world with good, hardworking people. These little dots are bad guys. Some of these are plants, but the red dots are bad guys. Some are crystals, water, stone, I believe clay, but maybe stone, and trees. Now, in this game, key things are food and water. Those are two things you need to survive, as in life, it so happens. So what we want to do is find a place that is defendable, yet has those two necessities. And Survivor Island is a lot of fun. However, I've played that one quite a bit, and I like to think I've mastered that map, even though I probably haven't. So we are going to play on... Let's choose... What I'm looking for right now is an area that I can wall off. Like, right here, I can put a wall there and a wall there. Now, creatures can walk through water, all except for, like, fire creatures. So, water does not necessarily mean it's a safe spot. I had to learn that the hard way. And while it is good to be next to a water source in case of emergencies, it's not an absolute necessity. So I believe we are going to start right... Here there's a lack of stone. But I don't know. Ooh, this is difficult. I'm gonna start here, just in this little area up here, and branch out from it. So here's a map of the area, and we're gonna go right in. So, welcome to the edge of the world, to the world itself. If I press M, that's menu, but if I press tab, you can see a map. I said I was going to start up here, and indeed this does look like a very good starting spot. Now, there are some abandoned buildings, which you can see are light blue. Especially quite a bit up here, actually. You know what, this is not a bad spot either, and you could expand out into here. Honestly, I'm gonna start here. A bit further down from the up there, but right here. And now we are calling in some supplies and people from Limbo. And we can do that more with the Take from Limbo button. But we don't want to do that right now. Right here you can see our magic. We get more as we get more powerful. We can summon meteors. We can motivate the land to grow. We can heal people. We can summon golems to protect them. Or we can recall stuff back to the village, or even take it back up to Limbo. Or my favorite, you can grab things, pick up like rocks, and then drop it where a rock is needed. By the way, the people don't necessarily know you exist, so if you start doing magic stuff around them, they get confused and frightened, and they stop having such a good time. So what we're going to do is we're going to check out all these buildings first. Let's go ahead and claim this makeshift farm, because one thing that I like having around is a farm. We also need housing, so we will claim that. This is actually quite a bit of good stuff. And something that I like to start out with right away, I normally put it next to the farm, but like right over here will be fine. Then again, I can't fit it next to the farm. No, I can't. I can fit it like in front of the farm. One, 2 rain catchers, and a well. Now, you can only have a limited number of buildings. So, at the beginning, you've got to, like, kind of be careful with what you build. You don't start out with food or water in your base. I think your people start out with some. Nope. So, immediately, the first thing you want to do is start gathering food. Start building up these and gather food. The monsters like to come at night. However, the first night is always calm. So use that as an advantage to just build up. What's that? Those little things like right here are magic powers. Like if I were to use some of this by picking up some food and putting it down. This is food, right? Yep, carrots. By clicking grab, pick up carrots, drop it in the base. Like that guy's freaking out right now. As you can see, panicking. They each have their own names and their own jobs. You can assign them jobs here. But they have no available wood, so we're going to assign them using this. Cover over the wood we want them to chop down, and highlight it. I want them to chop this, because this bigger area I'm planning on using as kind of like a cutoff point for the enemy. Like right there, so that they can't get in. Here's already pretty well made. I'm going to pull that gate back a little bit though. And, you know, over here we could probably cut. Fine. And then stone-wise, whenever we need stone. This right now, what I'm doing, is marking it to be taken down. That doesn't mean they're going to go and do that all the time. That's the job of the miners. If once I fix up these buildings, we'll have designated miners and they will stay there and keep collecting resources. So the builders don't have to and they can just build. Now each of the buildings has a priority, which I like the camp always being top priority. So that they always focus on that whenever you upgrade it and whatnot. But you can pretty much choose, they go for whatever's the highest priority. And I know I was saying something before. Oh yeah, this is little magic stuff that you can pick up. I don't know why it keeps producing right here. That's just grass. Anyway, this is a Cullis gate, or as I like to call it, the panic button. Whenever monsters start attacking, or like really powerful monsters are attacking, and you're not ready for them, you click grab, you pick them up, you drop them in here, and it gives you magic. Start dropping too much in there, and the gate will stop being damaged. But it's really good whenever you're not prepared at all, like I often am not. Now, we have the farm, we need workers in it. Let's assign 2 workers, because we have 2 available, as up there says. And let's reclaim these 2 buildings. And then upgrade the camp, so that we can gain more building slots. Now, to get more building slots, you can either build camps, or and calories, which you will find down in storage. gallery. No, not storage. I was almost certain it was storage. I guess not. Aid? Yep, aid. Which they pretty much act as storage, and then people go and organize where materials are supposed to be, which is nice. But you can do that, and then if you want to start providing defenses for your people, which is good to start doing as soon as possible, you gotta go to manufacturing. And a boa is generally the first thing I like to build, because he's able to build bows and quivers as well as ballistic bolts. So you can make your towers to defend your city. Like these guys. The bow tower is what I'm thinking of right now. However, if you aren't able to get that up in time, you can just have them make bows and arrows, and your people will begin defending themselves, which is better than them trying to punch monsters to death, because they're often not successful, unfortunately. I'm gonna grab a drink. There we go. Now then, they are building up everything based on its order. I like putting the maximum amount of farmers I can on farms, because food is critical. You'll run out of food really fast. And people will complain about housing, and in the summer, it gets super hot, and they'll start to overheat, and that can kill them. While in the winter, it gets super cold, that can also kill them. So for the first home, they don't like it a whole lot. It decreases their sleeping speed, but I usually go for this one, just because you can fit 8 plus 4 people in there, so 12, which is almost how much you start out with. So building that's good, and then I'll start building more like a neighborhood kind of area. But for now, we've got a building spot lot open, so let's go back and start working on a boa. Morning's almost done, so we're gonna have to start hurrying. However, I don't believe the first night's happened yet, so I think we're still safe. For now. Now then, after you cut down the trees, they will grow back. However, if you want to be able to use that spot, you have to cut them down completely, which is 0, destroy terrain, and you just go over where the trees were, and they will no longer be there. Now then, if you want to make this smaller, you gotta click down there. Let's just wipe out some of these tree spots. I think all of this was cut down by the people that were here before us, because I don't think I told them to cut over there. However, let's just delete all these trees. Now, I don't believe if I were to, like, say, remove terrain over here, I'd get any wood from that. Unfortunately, but that's alright. I'll just be patient. My builders are hard at work. I now need a water master, though, so I'll get rid of one of them, get a water master, so that he can distribute the water around whenever we catch some. Eventually I'm going to need to make a small well, not a well, a small fountain to store water if I start getting too much, because you can never have too much water, that's a lie. You need some for whenever it doesn't rain. But just whenever it starts overflowing out of these, and then we start running out of water storage, because these buildings have storage in them, and this also will have water storage in it when it's done. Let's stop you being biome priority, make you like priority number 4. Now the makeshift mining priority, stop being bottom. Reclaim that gate. And delete it. Also, pretty much delete all of this. No, shoot. Once you click delete on a building, you can't undo that delete, which is extremely unfortunate. I want to delete this entire line. Or is that outside of my building range? You have a building range. Where if I wanted to put a forge down, yep. I can't build up to here. To fix that problem, you can go to lighting and buy one of these, which will upgrade it 16 tiles, 12 tiles, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So right here should be good. I want to go over here and over here. It upgrades that, but for the price of a building slot. So it's worth it, but it's questionably worth it if you know what I mean. We only need one water master right now because it hasn't rained. So let's get on 2 lumberjacks. Oh, we don't have any extra lumberjacks. Come on, mate. You're the lumberjack. Nope, builder. You can tell by the shirt color what the person is. Like, this guy is now a lumberjack. What do? You are the water master. Which means our well slowly fills up by itself. What are our farmers doing? Nothing. How about we harvest some food from here? And let's grab some water from like here. Those 2 pots. Whenever you grab water from the ground like this, it's going to be dirty water and your people can't drink that. Whenever you grab water from rain or a well, it's clean water, which is much better for them. So a lot of our water master is now going to go and start collecting some water from over there, while our people continue to destroy the terrain. And this fire needs to be built pretty soon. Please. Not sooner than the house, of course, but no, you don't be top priority. You're always top priority. Thankfully, nobody seems to be complaining too much about, oh, we need more wood. We need a lot more wood. I need more lumberjacks. While it's good to have a lot of builders, you also want several people doing other things, simply because they're going to be able to help out. Like, it'll allow the builders to not have to focus on chopping down wood. So having 3 lumberjacks is going to make it so that they don't have to, the normal villagers, or the workers aren't going to have to focus on chopping down trees. And I don't believe lumberjacks always target what's green. I think they just start cutting everything that's around them. No, I believe they do target mainly what's green. I take that back. So we're going to target all of this, because we're just going to use here and here as our kind of choke points. In fact, I don't know if this really needs a choke point on this side, because it's going to be blocked by up there. However, right down here, we're going to need to go down from there to there. So, in fact, do not cut. Hold X, click that, don't cut that. We'll make a wall foot to there. Turnips. Harvest those turnips. Because we're going to have to destroy them to be able to build that wall to there, and then it'll go straight down to here, and then there. Then we'll have to make it way out. This is going to be the hardest front, definitely. How are you doing? You're number 4, you're number 2, you're number 5. We just really need wood. What are you doing? Are you... That's why it's taking so long. You guys are focusing over there. Stop focusing so much over here. There we are. Hi. Okay, so there's the wooden fence. We still need you. We also need this house, and this house needs a ton of wood. So what I'm gonna do is, while that's going on, I'm gonna start grabbing things and dropping them. And hopefully my people don't see this too much. But if you drop it right, you can put them right where they need to go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. There we go. Don't be panicked, just be confused. Yeah, fix that fire pit. We need it. Monsters ignore fire pits, by the way. I'm still kind of bummed I destroyed that mining facility. He is still confused. He's just pondering life right now. Alright, how much did that expand my ability to build? Plenty. Sweet. So what I'm going to do is build from here over to here, way down, because I believe they target the gates. So if I build it like way down, then they'll start targeting the gates, and I can line towers on the sides. Now then, for what I was supposed to do ages ago, manufacturing, right here. Give me a bowyer, and we'll make sure that's not bottom priority. Farm needs water in it. Thank you very much, Mr. Farmer. You are the lumberjack, grabbing some water. Grabbing a drink, actually, from the well. And we need it to rain pretty soon. It is warm, day 1. Here you can see all our supplies. We have 15 wood in storage. That should be over here. No? Or maybe that's just people carrying around. In total they're holding 12 wood. Or it's just inside our build space. That's probably more likely. Now one thing I'm going to want to get down is one of those buildings that start with an A. But first, we're going to need some stone walls. So, one there. I don't know if they can go through sideways like that, so I'm just going to go like this. And then like that. And then from here to there. From here let's destroy terrain. That line of flowers so that we can build the wall. And then over here, destroy terrain. That single tulip. And then let's stop harvesting you and you. How much food do we have? Do we have a surplus of food yet? We do! We have 11 carrots. Woo! But yes, that means our people aren't going to be complaining about starving. However, water, we have no water bottles. It doesn't really matter. We don't make water bottles yet. We have 28 clean water. Total water. I think that's clean. It might be include this dirty water here. Which we can make something to clean the water from the dirty water. Alright, so they took down that one. I'll make that to there. And then here to destroy a building is I. Boop. No, is everything built? Is the Bowyer built? The Bowyer Fletcher is built. And then for the Fletcher, what we do is we click on him. We're going to want him to maintain... Try to maintain 3 bows. I'm going to do 2 because there's only one guy. And 10 bolts because those are going to be used an awful lot. Ocelot. So that's good, we got a Fletcher up and running. Still hasn't rained yet. It's making me kinda concerned. Let's continue with this wall. No, if I wanted to make a stone gate, yeah, it's 3 wide. Do I want to then go down like this? That'd be fun. However, monsters can now destroy walls. So, hopefully they go for the gate. But there is a chance that they won't, and yes, it's raining. We just had an autosave. That's not good. So now we are getting water. And so hopefully the water person will start moving the water buckets around. In fact, I might need to take another builder off just so that we can have a second water master at the moment. Because our boy Jennifer, our girl Jennifer here is gonna have some work cut out for her. Let's hit these stone walls again. Now we'll click on the walls and make them priority number 3. Because walls are a super high priority. Well, duh, they're actually not super high, they're only 3, but it's important to keep them intact. Shoot. You guys are gonna be priority number 2. How's maintaining those bows going? How about you maintain 1? None, actually, because we don't even have a tower yet. Speaking of towers, let's build defense tower. Bow tower. Out of building slots. Son of a... We are going to need one of those other buildings. I might have to use my emergency panic button. However, we are going to have to find out next time how my town does against these enemies. Oh, hey, sweet, those 2 makeshift towers down there. That's way too open in my opinion. But yeah, next time we will see how we hold up in the night. Thank you all very much for watching. I have been Archivin, and this has been Rise to Ruin. And as you can see, I'm afraid I'm gonna meet ruin. I can probably survive this first night by just tossing people into the gate, but hopefully they do target my gates and not the walls, and hopefully I can start getting defenses set up. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, and that is going to be it for now. I will see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.